Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at @AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Emily Crume on the line, and she is the Director of Strategy over at Social Media Examiner. Emily, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam.
So I'm excited to get more into what you're doing over at Social Media Examiner, but before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how'd you get started in business and in your career?
Well, I think everybody goes to college and really some people know what they want to do. I didn't really have a great plan, and I fell into sales and marketing. And I was working in marketing for a company in San Diego when I sort of figured out, hey, I'm crafting this message. I could probably deliver the message and reap the benefits. So I moved into sales. And so both practices have sort of served my career well as I've been in sort of marketing industry for the last 20 plus years.
So I like your vantage point because in being in marketing for 20 plus years, I mean, you've seen major transitions happen. So, I mean, you're a pioneer. You've been there from from this whole move to digital. So I'd be interested to hear your answer to this question. So there's some, just getting started people, just graduating college, where there were, Emily was when she first graduated college, and they're thinking about possibly going for a career in marketing. What kind of advice would you give to that newbie out there that's really just getting started?
Well, I think there's never been a better time to be in business and to be able to market a business because there's so many free tools out there that are available and at your disposal and ways for you to connect with potential customers. So back in the day, when I started, it was much more of a one-way conversation that was advertising or messaging that came directly from a business or a brand to a consumer, and consumers would accept those messages or not, and transact on that. In today's world, you can actually talk back to brands, you can help shape products, you can give them feedback. So there's even more ways for consumers to connect. You can connect using all of the free platforms out there for customer service, for showing brand love, to become ambassadors, and also to share your love of a brand. Word of mouth used to be actual word of mouth, and back in the day, now we have digital word of mouth.
That's awesome. Let's switch it up a bit, Emily. I want to get into what you're doing over at Social Media Examiner. So first, tell me a little bit more about the business, please.
So Social Media Examiner is a business blog. It's a blog that teaches businesses and brands and individuals how to use social media in their marketing. And I previewed sort of this by talking about some of these free platforms that are available today, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest. And these are all ways to connect because people are on these platforms sharing their own personal information, but also using it almost in the same capacity as search, looking for things and businesses and companies that are on these platforms. And so we publish regular articles that will give long form here's how to do something on social. So it's very tactical and long form. It is, just practical information. For example, how to use Instagram hashtags for business, a guide for marketers. So we sort of architect all of these tactics out in a 2,000-word article. And then that portion of the business, we give free information away. And so we use most of our advertising real estate as touch points to then convince our audience that we've built by giving away this very quality, good information to get them to either engage with us and come to our annual conference. We have an annual conference where you can learn live and in person and meet people and network with other people that are like yourself, that have some of the same challenges. Maybe they're in the same industry. They might be real estate agents using Instagram. They could be financial services providers or experts using Instagram to connect or Twitter to share articles. So there's a lot of different ways that we help people connect. And then we also have an ongoing education society, we call it. It's kind of a membership platform for people if they are maybe an agency themselves and they're needing to keep up on this ever-changing landscape of social media.
That's amazing. And what type of, and I checked out your site, and what I do love the amazing community that you've built and the concept, and it really does appear to be a really nice community to be part of based on all the events and everything else I'm looking at. That being said, what kind of people, so there's some people that are driving their car right now, they're thinking, wow, that sounds really interesting what Emily's talking about. What are the type of people that normally, just to give a demographic, are they normally small business owners, only enterprise, everything in between? What are the type of people that attend your conferences and kind of subscribe to the overall community, just so people listening have a feel?
So the digital footprint is far-reaching. People might find us from search, and they might be starting a business or they might be starting a new job on a marketing team. So a lot of our traffic comes in through search, and then so that's kind of a very broad swash of, marketers, businesses. It could be anybody. It could be people in the enterprise. The people that tend to come to the conference to learn live and in person, more than 80% tend to be small to mid-sized businesses, and these are people that might be wearing many hats. They also might be an agency that their business is dedicated to helping other small local businesses or specific vertically oriented businesses use social media in their marketing. And then the consultants and solo practitioners. But for the most part, these are people that are doing social media, and they have 5+ years, in their background where they've been using social media. So we're growing up. It's no longer the new kid in town. It's just everything changes constantly. So you have to constantly be out there understanding how the algorithms are changing and what things are changing so that you can keep up and you can be successful using these platforms for your marketing.
Yeah, and I see the next conference you have is going to be in San Diego, right? If you could tell us a little bit more on that.
Yeah. So if you want to come and learn with like-minded marketers and people that are using digital pretty heavily in their business, you want to come to San Diego, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2020. We're at the Convention Center, and we'll gather several thousand people that will come. We have a lot of fun. We have a tagline of networking, discovery, and fun, and the networking part is how we help you connect into people that are like yourself, and I think I previewed this earlier. We have a lot of people, foodies, people that use Instagram, restaurants, local businesses, people that are in regulated industry like insurance, financial services, banking. We have a large contingent of law enforcement people that come year over year, from government agencies to local municipal law enforcement people, and they're using social media not necessarily to sell or market themselves, but they use it from a customer service and a communication channel, so they connect in with people because people are using it. So there's a great variety of different types of people, and a lot of stuff happens on site at our conference. I like to say that, business partners are found and businesses are born, and we have also had a social media couple. They met at our conference 2 years ago, got engaged,
awesome,
and they got married. So, we cover all the bases.
Get out. This is the best ever. That's why I'm going to have them put that in the show notes. Go to Social Media Marketing World's Conference and get married. Find the love of your life. I love it. That's amazing.
It was pretty spectacular, and they're a great couple, and, it just goes to show you how passionate people that connect can really find like-minded.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I think you might have sold me to go now. I'm like, oh yeah, so if you want to meet another person that gets social media, if you want to meet your mate, then go there, because if they're there, they get it. They don't think it's some funny thing or something you do.
Or that you're playing on Facebook all day.
Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh, so we're not going to get into that one on the interview, but that being said, I get it. Now I think you might have sold me. I'm in. Well, hey, Emily, so if somebody wants more information on Social Media Marketing World or the conferences or anything else, what's the best way for them to reach out?
So they can check out the blog, socialmediaexaminer.com. One of the things that I encourage people to do is we're not a news site, so we publish a new article just about every day. We have a really great podcast on Fridays that Michael Stelzner hosts, the Social Media Marketing Podcast. We also do a news talk show. That's sort of our nod to the news, kind of what's going on, and that's hosted on Fridays. You can sign up for the newsletter, and then the other way to find out more about the conference is go to socialmediamarketing.world, and you'll find all kinds of fun videos. The tracks and the sessions are posted, and so whether you're into Instagram, Facebook ads, Pinterest, visual marketing, corporate social strategy, there's something really pretty much there for everyone.
That's awesome. Well, hey, Emily, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great work that you're doing over at Social Media Marketing. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. And Emily, thanks again for coming on the show.